second one happened, and the third, and the fourth. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam is known to be one of the most beautiful men to have ever existed. He was enslaved, he is put in the palace of the king. Yani if he had ever wanted access to power, that was it. Can you imagine? And in today's language would be having a sugar mommy. I know all the language, trust me. Some other languages I would not even say. He would have said, you know, this is it. This is it. The wife of the big boss, he is not around. He goes to work every day. He takes his Bentley, his horse, right? And that's, you know, whatever. And what did he say? What did he say? I mean, the doors were closed and she was like just totally just her and him. No way. No way. No way on earth. So I urge the brothers who know other brothers, this doesn't pertain to this. Do know other brothers and sisters who don't come because they are in the cafeteria chatting with people they shouldn't be chatting with. Remind them of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. And whoever seeks something in halal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless it. And whoever seeks something in haram, I assure you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there will never ever be a blessing in that. Never. I don't care what it is. I do not care what it is. But if a person wants something in the halal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will preserve that and protect it for him until the day of judgment. I will allow, I will speed up on certain points I have here to allow some of the things that the teenagers have mentioned to me are extremely, and I was totally, it's like, really? My outfit is not suitable. People see me with that jacket, people see me with that uniform, people see me with that coat, whatever. Wow. Yani, I hope that today's Muslims are not shallow. Because the task ahead requires a little more than just what we look like. Because if there was interest in what we looked like, if there was interest exclusively through the Muslim history, what we looked like, Umar ibn al-Khattab would never have had the key to Jerusalem. Never. Never. Umar ibn al-Khattab, when he entered, the priest told him, our books tell us that you will come walking and your servant is riding the donkey, and that you have 27 places or patches or swatch on your clothing, and then you will take the key. And the governor of Jerusalem at that point, I don't remember now, his name escapes me, it just shows you how old I am, came to him before he entered Jerusalem. He's like, no, you are Amir al-Mu'mineen, you need to dress up appropriately. He said, this is not what we are doing. We are for bigger things. We should not pay attention to the looks when we are not paying attention to the content of things. And I urge the brothers and sisters that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should be reminded by the hadith of the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. It's not to say that people should not dress nicely. No, you should. But that should not be the main concern. Dress nicely is fine. But let it not be the determinant factor of what you should do or not. I'm not going to go to the masjid because people have seen me with this, and I'm not going to go to the MSA because people have seen me with this, whatever. This is not particularly targeting men or women, this is equally both. Because trust me, we men, we are as vain, if not more, than most of women. True, yes, no? How many people agree of the men? Yeah, sisters agree. It's like, yes, sir. Any opportunity to take blame away from us, not a problem. That's very true. It's extremely true. Um, some of the people, yani some of the reasons why people would not go to the masjid, the carpet stinks. No, I'm not going to go to the masjid where the carpet stinks. No way. Wow. Yani the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, does anybody have a description of what the masjid of the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam was like?
Stones.
ايوه شو كمان؟ What was
Sand.
ولا ابدا تراب كله ground. Medina has less sand than Mecca, and it was all clay. And the hadith of the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam, when it rains heavily, the adhan would say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, sallu fi buyutikum. Pray at home because there's too much mud. Just do it at home, it's okay. Now we have masajid with AC, heat, nice parking, food in Ramadan, يعني anything that you could possibly imagine. Oh, stinks. We need to have some sense of reality of what the world should be. And there is the infamous statement, I just don't feel like going. How many people really heard that? I just simply, no, you never heard it? No? Ah, so you don't ask anyone? I just don't feel like going. And that's true for the masajid, and that's very true also for the MSA. I just don't feel like going. Yani the level of laziness is sometimes overwhelming. And I would say the level of laziness stems from two factors. One is people have lost hope that, I'm not going to make a difference whether I go or not. That's number one, which I'll go back to and talk about. And number two, I feel like a hypocrite. I was just chilling with my girlfriend. Why should I go? Because, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. For the number one, the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam said, لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. Do never belittle anything of the ma'ruf. Anything of good, do never shortchange it or belittle it or feel that it's not important. And the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam indicated in hadith about the two women. One entered hellfire because she was praying and she was doing all great things, and however her mouth was very loose. And what the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said about her? Where's she going?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Yeah, going to nar. Yani she was praying, she was fasting, she was making qiyam, she was making all the extra things that in appearance, this is it. Well, her mouth was active. And the other one would only pray the little minimal, would fast whatever was required. Charity, she only gave, and hadith goes to say, she only gave crumbs of cheese. But she never harmed anybody with her tongue or hand. And the Rasul alayhi salatu wasallam says she's going where? Jannah. So one would think that one minute action does not make a difference. Well, in reality, it is maybe that minute action, the very last action in a person's life. And we all remember our sister Fatima Qasim. How many people know Sister Fatima and her story? Sister Fatima Qasim now, I think she is in 26 or 27th day of coma. She was very active in the NJIT MSA. Alhamdulillah, this is shahada lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every time I came, she was at the front line of activity. She would never